Ow!
That wound must be more serious than you thought.
Yeah, maybe. I sure wish Sharia was here.
Of course. You finally reunite with Sharia after a half year, only to be torn asunder once more.
Actually, that's not what I
understand, and yet, why so long? Sharia has been busy with her work, but I know she's had many occasions to return to Lant.
She's been back twice, and both times I was in important meetings with my people.
Fool! What am I going to do with you, Asbel?
Huh?
Who is more important, the woman who comes all the way to see you or some inconsequential vassal?
Hey, my vassals aren't inconsequential.
Clearly, I need to educate you on the many great facets of gentlemanly behavior.
Thanks, but I'll pass. This won't take long. Draw! He cleansed by the lights!
Impressive.
Draw! Heed my call!
Yes, you'll pay. The Lord of the Heavens.
Richard, we got this.
Ha! Like the old days. I hope Sharia and the others are doing all right.
Hubert and Captain Malik are there. I'm sure they're fine. Anyway, this place seems safe. Why don't we rest for a bit? Hey, Richard?
Yes?
Do you ever think about the future? I mean, decades from now?
Where'd that come from?
Sophie was talking about how I'm gonna leave her behind when I die. I told her it was decades away and she shouldn't worry about it. I mean, I hadn't even really thought about it myself. But that just made her more upset. She said the years would pass in no time at all.
Is that why she isn't here?
It made me realize how differently she experiences time.
She seems so human. Sometimes I forget she won't grow old and die like the rest of us.
I've always treated her like a normal person, and I don't regret that at all. But at the same time, I haven't given the future a whole lot of thought.
Perhaps these are thoughts you should share with her instead of keeping them to yourself. If she mentioned it to you, it's likely a concern she's had for some time.
That's true.
You were able to accept Lambda's loneliness. If anyone can help Sophie with hers, it's you.
You're right. Thanks for talking to me.
Happy to help. Come on. I'm sure the others are getting worried.
Then let's go.
Keep your guard.
Draw! He cleansed by the light! You won't live to regret this! Draw! He cleansed by the light! That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
I can't make out anything from up here.
Asbel, Richard, are you okay?
We're fine. Keep going.
Okay, be careful down there.
That's my brother. Tough as a rock, if nothing else.
We should move before more monsters show up.
Must you inconvenience us so? I won't disgrace myself again. Plenty of room for improvement, but we can let it slide. There certainly are a lot of monsters down here.
I just hope what we're doing helps to lessen the attacks on our people.
Your relief organization must have been heavily taxed recently. Are you getting enough rest?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just glad I can help somehow. I was so sick as a child, I never thought I'd be able to do anything. I guess I'm trying to make up for it now.
That's good for the people, but what about you? What about you and Asbel? My mother says he's been swamped with marriage proposals.
Oh?
Guys like him may be slow on the uptake, but once they make a choice, things tend to move quickly.
Well, I wish he'd hurry up so our mother can stop worrying about it.
Why don't you get married first? That might help ease her mind a little.
Well, why are we talking about me?
Don't play dumb. We've all heard about your possible engagement to the president's daughter.
What? Really?
How do you know about that?
People talk, I listen. At this rate, you'll be the new president of Strata in no time.
Hubert, when did this happen?
It's nothing to do with me. The president brought up the idea of his own accord. And even if I did marry her, that doesn't mean I'd take over Strata. The presidency is not passed down through a bloodline. I thought you knew that.
Hey, wait up!
Kids these days.
Won't take long. Heed my call.
Come, Shadowkin.
Okay.
Open the door to despair.
Heed my call. Nice, Richard. That was impressive.
Well,
just to inconvenience a foe. I won't disgrace myself again.
Part ways.
Everyone did as well as could be expected.
Stay sharp, even against trouble.
You waste my time.
Did we get carried away?
Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
It was in the ruins beneath Wallbridge.
Yeah, that's right. Where we saw the illusion of Sophie.
Asbel, I need to ask you a question. Can you ever forgive me for Sophie?
Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Did you do something to upset her?
When Lambda had taken control of me, I tried to kill her. If I'd possessed the strength to resist Lambda, to free myself from his bonds, there wouldn't have been a battle at all.
Oh, that? Yeah, Sophie was never even angry about that. Look, Richard, she fought you because it was her duty as Protoss Haste. But even so, she kept reminding herself that you were her friend, and she held back when you fought.
I never knew she was struggling with such emotion.
If it makes you feel better, we can go back to the tree and renew our friendship pact with Sophie. It might be a nice way for us to relive those days.
It just might be.
Keep your guard.
Okay, heed my call! Now! You won't live to regret it. I failed. Sorry about that. Okay! No one can stand before my blade! This won't take long. Okay, heed my call! Okay, be cleansed by the light! That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
Keep your guard.
Heed my call! Okay, we won't fail! This won't take long. Draw! Be cleansed by the light! To the sky! Okay! No one can stand before my blade!
Must you inconvenience us so?
Blast shot!
I can't believe our baby Hubert got so strong.
Asbel!
I'm glad to see you're all okay.
Are the two of you all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Sorry to make you worry.
I don't know what we'd do if something happened to you, King Richard.
Your concern for my well-being is...
That's okay, Asbel. If anything happens,
Your words are wasted on me.
I'm only doing what you would do for me.
Hey, come on.
This reminds me of when we were kids.
Yes, it does.
I hate to break up the happy reunion.
Captain, tell me, what did the three of you discuss while we were away?
Well, Sharia talked about her efforts with the relief organization, and then Hubert said he wanted Asbel to get married soon.
I see. It's hard to imagine Asbel getting married. isn't it?
Not necessarily. I can't help but think he already has a fine prospect by his side.
You speak of Sharia, I assume. But those two seem so awkward together. I fear it isn't going well.
I hear you. I think they share the same feelings, but they just keep missing each other. You know, if a rival for their love entered in the picture, it might provide the necessary motivation. Of course! That's it!
What's it?
I'll step in to play the part of the rival.
Interesting. Show me what you would say.
Sharia, let's make out.
Captain!
Ugh!
Keep your guard.
He crashed by the light! Roll it back! We won't fail!
We could continue striking blindly towards the heart of the nest. However, we don't even know where that is.
Perhaps we should temporarily withdraw and study the matter further.
But we've come so far. A decisive attack still seems better.
Yes? What is it, Captain?
When I see the ones I trained debate their options so wisely, I can't help but suddenly feel like growing old isn't such a bad thing. People hate growing older. Nobody wants to get closer to death. But when you see a bunch of slack-jawed kids transform into worthy adults, it really keeps your hope alive.
I see.
Perhaps the captain could offer some less melodramatic advice.
It would seem you're all still a bit too green for me to retire just yet.
Growing old isn't so bad, huh? But what happens in Sophie's case?